All right, sixth graders, this is to help you with question 7, CR 24. The local soccer team has a ratio of games won to games played of 2 to 5. All right, so far this season they've played 40 games. What percent of games did the team win? Okay. Games played to games won. And they're telling you for letter A that that's 2 to 5. They want to know what percent of the games did the team win. Well, percent is always out of 100. So they say if they're winning 2 out of every 5 games, how many out of 100? So they win 2 out of the first 5, 2 out of the next 5, 2 out of the next 5, all the way up to 100 games. How many out of 100 games would they have won? So I look here and I know something about the denominators. How many times does 5 go into 100? 20 times. So 5 times 20 will be 100. If I'm multiplying the denominator by 20, I also need to multiply the numerator by 20. 2 times 20 is 40. So that is 40%. They've won 40% of their games. Assuming there were no tied games, what is the team's win-loss record? Okay, so games, oh, sorry about that. This should have said games won to games played. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, so we know the games won to games played is 2 to 5. We know they've played 40 games. The question is, how many of those games did they win? The games played to games won is 2 to 5. How many out of 40 would that mean they have won? So again, I know something about my denominators. How do I get from 5 to 40? I multiply by 8. If I'm multiplying the denominator by 8, I need to multiply the numerator by 8. That means they won 16 out of 40 games. Well, if they've won 16 out of 40, and I want to know how many they lost, I would have to take 40 minus 16. (40 minus 16 is 24, so they lost 24 out of 40 games. So what is the team's win to loss record? 16 to 24 is the win to loss record. That's what it looks to me like it would be. Let's look at part C. If the team continues to win in the same ratio and plays 60 games, how many games will they win? Okay, win to games played is 2 to 5. And they're saying if it stays, they're going to win 2 out of every 5 games, or 40% of their games. How many games do you predict they'll win out of 60? So now I have to say 5 times what is 60? Well, 5 times 12 is 60. So then I have to do 2 times 12. 2 times 12 is, we can predict they'll win 24 games out of 60. Oops, sorry, I jumped a slide. All right. I hope that helps. So it looks like 24 games out of 60 will be won.